idea is the Arahant. So we're trying to be Arahant. But the Tibetan Buddhists, they're thinking about Bodhisattva. And I don't mean Bodhisattva like Prabhupada. Bodhisattva for Prabhupada. I don't mean that. Bodhisattva in Sanskrit has a different meaning. So the Tibetan Buddhists make a vow that they will not enter complete enlightenment until everyone is enlightened. And they even sometimes say even rocks and stones, everyone. So there's no logic to this, to me. So it means that everyone's queuing up. We have the door to enlightenment here. Everyone is queuing up, saying, no, I can't go through until everyone else has gone through. So how can everyone go through? There's no logic to this, because I can't go through until everyone else has gone through. He's saying I can't go through until everyone else has gone through. She's saying she can't go through until everyone else has gone through. None of us can go through. So we're all going to be stuck at the door of enlightenment, unable to go through. This is the logical outcome. But that's what it is. I mean, a lot of people are very inspired by the Bodhisattva idea because it's founded in compassion. So out of compassion. So they go on about compassion all the time. And the Dalai Lama is supposed to be an embodiment of the Bodhisattva, because they also have Bodhisattvas who are stuck across between gods and enlightened beings. I mean, you're either enlightened or you're not enlightened. But these, they would say the Bodhisattvas are enlightened. But they can't be enlightened if they're Bodhisattvas. But they will say that. But they have particular Bodhisattvas. So they have the Bodhisattva of compassion, which in Sanskrit is Avalokiteshvara. And Avalokiteshvara becomes in Tibetan Chenrezig. In Chenrezig, the Dalai Lama is supposed to be Chenrezig, the Bodhisattva of compassion. And in Tibetan Buddhism, they have, I think it's about 120, something like that. I can't remember the exact number of monks and some lay people too, who are, they call them tulkus. And tulkus are supposed to be, they will say enlightened, but they can't. They will say, and they have the power to determine their rebirth. So the Dalai Lama is one of these tulkus. But there are others. There's a Dalai Lama, there's the Karmapa, these are the prominent ones. A friend of mine, Korchak Tulku, and there's lots of others, about over 100. And when they die, before they die, they will leave some indication, some clue about where they will be reborn. So when they die, then everyone scurries on to try and find where they've been reborn. So when they're about 2, all these people go looking for a child, about 2 years old. And they find one, and then they take things which belong to the previous Dalai Lama, and they take some other nice things, they mix them up, they put them in front of the child, and if the child goes for the old things of the previous Dalai Lama, then they think, that's it. And then they apply some other tests, and then they take him away, and enthrone him, and he's the new Dalai Lama. And while he's young, there is a regent, because after the 5th Dalai Lama, the Dalai Lama became not just a religious figure of one of the 4 schools of Buddhism in Tibet, but he also became the king of Tibet.
The king.
So ever since then, the Dalai Lama is number 1. He's the king in Tibet. And while he's young, until he's 20, 18, 20 or 21 or something like that, then there will be a regent. And actually, several Dalai Lamas never got old enough because they were killed.
Yeah, they was killed. So one Dalai Lama, what your assassinate? Yeah. I don't know, but they say maybe poison or assassinate or whatever, or get killed.
More than one.
Yeah. When you was young.
Yeah, that's right. So So anyway, so that's the Dalai Lama. But the Dalai Lama is not the biggest religious figure in Tibet. Karmapa is more important. Karmapa is where the system breaks down, because the Karmapa, and with China, it's doubly difficult because China is now taking Tibet. So the last Karmapa, he escaped from Tibet. And their monasteries are immensely wealthy. So the Karmapa came out of Tibet with a great deal of gold and precious stones into India. And then he died about 30 years ago. And so then there's a big fuss. Where's the new Karmapa? Because there's all this money and all this gold and valuables. So they're scurrying around. They find the new Karmapa, they say. But some of the followers don't agree. So this Karmapa is enthroned in the Karmapa. Then another Karmapa is discovered in China. So now there are two Karmapas, and some Buddhist followers, Tibetan Buddhist followers, follow one Karmapa and the other Karmapa. So there's a big fight now about who is the Karmapa. So it's it doesn't, the whole business of these incarnate lamas doesn't ring very well with proper Buddhism. It's peculiar. And here in the West, a lot of people think that the Dalai Lama is like the Pope of Buddhism. But he's not.
It's not.
He is a Buddhist monk. And the Buddhist monks of Tibet, they are bhikshu. So they do have upasampada. Proper monks have upasampada. So we relate to them, but they have gone a different track from us. It's like that. But actually they are still bhikshu. So if we meet together, we treat each other as bhikshu. So we had a meeting many years ago here in London with the Dalai Lama, just Prasad, and he was quite impressive. He was very, very nice and quite humble. And in that meeting, it was not like he was Dalai Lama, he was Prapuya. And he actually asked if there was any other monk who had been ordained longer. And there was one Theravada monk, and so he asked permission of him to speak. So that's very nice, and it's very clear, I think, from the Dalai Lama that he sees himself as Pravikshu first and Dalai Lama second.
But actually, in Tibet, for Dalai Lama, there's not only one group. Huh?
No.
They are different. The yellow hat, the red hat, and the black hat. So they are fighting for one another. It is. I just find out now because we go in this part in center in Lhasa. In Lhasa is controlled by the yellow hat. But if you go outside, they call a red hat and black hat. That means they fight to be a Dalai Lama. But the yellow one is the power. The yellow one is got the power at the moment because the yellow one is coming from, I think, Dalai Lama number 5 and number 6, they're coming from Mango.
It's not red shirts and yellow shirts, it's red hats and yellow shirts.